This is Winker Reviews, and today I'll be doing a video on Rogue. The movie takes itself way too seriously and ends up being a snoozeville. None of the leads stand out except for Megan Fox, and that's because she's already famous. The movie starts out where a group of mercenary soldiers are rescuing a group of girls who are victims of sex trafficking, and it's a very generic action chase sequence. It really drags on, but I guess the movie needed that build-up. It does pick up when the lions are introduced. It actually becomes a bit more suspenseful when two characters are looking around a certain area, trying to figure out what happened because there's blood and bodies everywhere. I think this scene would have been more effective if the opening scene was taken out. Because of the opening scene, you already know what happened. The best part of this movie were the lion attacks. They caught me off guard and were very brutal despite some of the bad CGI. I wish the movie was solely about that and didn't have anything to do with sex traffickers or the sex trafficking victims. It would have been 100% unwatchable if it weren't for the lions. The sex trafficking victims are a group of teen girls who look like they're in their early 30s, who are very whiny and crying every 5 seconds. That sounds harsh, but I don't think they were actually sex trafficked yet, but are just a group of bratty schoolgirls who were just kidnapped and rescued just in time. So my sympathies are limited. They're easily the worst part of this movie. I was hoping one of the soldiers would smack them up. I am not even exaggerating. They are unbelievably unbearable. Sasanda Henna plays one of these soldiers who help guide the others because he has a lot of knowledge on the sex traffickers. His accent was also unbearable. I couldn't even understand half of the things that he was saying. And then I got to thinking, there's no way that's his real voice. So I Googled him, and what do you know? I was right.
I came from England, a man with many ideas to teach the people the ways of Allah.
Jesus Christ, get to the fucking point.
I left. We are scared, okay? That is why I'm here.
I think the power of film, how much it inspired me, moved me, convinced me that this is what I want to do.
I'm just so confused right now. Why did they give him that funky accent? I'm not even an African native, and even I knew just by hearing him that something was terribly wrong. Like, he really speaks like he has no sense whatsoever. He sounds so mushed mouth. He's like the African version of Benjamin Crump. But like I said before, the best parts were the lion attacks. Otherwise, the movie was very difficult to get through. And when I say difficult to get through, I'm not even exaggerating. This was a real chore. I kept checking to see how much time was left because I wanted it to finally be over. I just can't even put into words how difficult it was to sit through this. Although there was a heartwarming moment involving a Backstreet Boys song. But yeah, that and the lion attacks, those are literally the only good things about this. So I have to give it a 2 out of 10. I just feel like the movie could have been a lot better if it didn't take itself so seriously and trying so hard to be a gritty action movie. I think it should have had more laughs. I think it should have played more on comedy and likable characters and maybe focus on the strong, upbeat relationship between the mercenary soldiers. It could have been campy because it is a cheap movie, and I don't even know why they didn't play off the campiness. Instead, it wanted to try and be like a Jaws movie, but it should have aimed more at Hatchet. But yeah, 2 out of 10.